Hi, I'm Liz. I go by Stitch by Liz with an underscore over on Instagram, and welcome to a very special Flosstube extra. You would have seen by the title that this is my entry for the Black Needle Society rep search. Super excited to be filming this, trying to hold it together. I want to say a huge thank you to Steph at So Glover Creations, Chloe from The Fortunate Flossies, and Casual Stitcher UK on Instagram for tagging me in the Black Needle Society's post and their kind words. It was amazing to see. I've had a really flat couple of days and it just gave me a little boost, so super excited about it. Now I do apologize if I have to cough or clear my throat throughout this video. I am suffering from a respiratory infection, so I have popped a couple of cough drops before filming, so hopefully it can stay away until after I film and then I can cough my little heart out. So the Black Needle Society did have some questions for the Flosstube videos to answer as part of the rep search. I do have them listed on a piece of paper in front of me. I will have to turn it over because instead of doing two pieces of paper, I just wrote it on one double-sided, so there may be some crinkling later down the track. So I'm just gonna jump into it. Question 1, what is your name? My name is Elizabeth. However, I go by Liz. Elizabeth makes me feel like I'm in trouble. When I was little, people rarely called me by my full name. My aunt, when I was quite young, gave me the nickname Lilybet. Now, if you are aware that that is the Queen's nickname, this is how it also became my nickname. So for the majority of my life, people either called me that or shortened it to Lily or Lil. So it got to the point where my youngest cousin, who is now 17, when he was quite younger, thought my name was Lily. Didn't realize that my name was Elizabeth because everybody called me Lily. But I go by Liz. My nieces call me Lizzie. But yeah, the full name, it's really weird for me because it makes me feel like I'm in trouble. That's when it was used. My mum and my sister do call me Elizabeth. But for anyone else saying it, it's really weird. So my name is Liz. Question number 2 is, where are you from? I am from Australia, if you couldn't tell by the accent. I'm from the state of Victoria, and I live in the northwestern suburbs of Melbourne, which is Victoria's capital city. Now, if you know a map of Australia, we're right down the bottom, part of the mainland, where we experience 4 seasons in one day. Today it is freezing cold, and because I'm unwell, I'm shifting between being boiling hot and freezing cold, and currently my sleeves are short, so I'm going through a little bit of a warm phase. No, Melbourne's incredible. Melbourne's an incredible place to live. There's so much culture and everything here. It's, yeah, highly recommend. Come for a visit. Question 3, how did you come up with your Flosstube / Instagram name? My name on Flosstube and on Instagram is pretty self-explanatory, Stitched by Liz. Things that are stitched by me. The reason it has an underscore on Instagram is because somebody already has the handle Stitched by Liz. Now, when I created my Instagram, that person literally only had like 2 posts on their on that Instagram, and I think it hadn't been updated since 2019, and I think she's since uploaded like 1 extra photo. So yes, it's got the underscore because no underscore was taken. And the reason I keep them separate is I keep my personal Instagram separate from my Stitchy Instagram. because my general family and the people that are on my personal Instagram don't really get cross stitching. So I like to have them separated, and at least I'm part of a community that appreciates what I have to share. So that's the reason my name is what it is. Question 4, and it's probably the hardest question I found, and it's, why do you want to be a rep for Black Needle Society? My initial thought answering this question was, why wouldn't I? The Black Needle Society are amazing, and they're comprised of an amazing group of people. And from what I've seen, getting my first box, which was the Murder Mystery, which was the Novels and Needles box. So it was a murder mystery, retreat in a box with the event, and seeing how that all came together was just incredible. And, you know, actually joining in that retreat was amazing. It was 2 a.m. for me, but it was still incredible. It's so well planned. The boxes are so well thought out. It's a company that I can advocate for. I love everything that they've done. Like even when something goes wrong, it's like the way it's handled is incredible. So most recently there was an issue with fabric for one of the boxes, and like it was so seamless the way it was done, and like Katie kept you updated the whole time. I didn't get that box, it was one of the subscription boxes, but like Katie kept updating the group, and it was like, I'm not even part of that group, but like there were regular updates, and it was just incredible. So that's sort of part of the reason. The other reason is because the Black Needle Society have fostered such an incredible community. My first ever retreat event was the Summer in Stars Hollow, and I was made to feel so incredibly welcome at my first retreat. And it was just like, it's online, but still, it's just, they are so well done, they are so well thought out, and it's just being a brand rep for Black Needle Society would be such an incredible privilege. And I don't know, they're amazing. I absolutely love the whole company. I could go on. I could go on about Frogwarts. I could go on about, all of the boxes I've received, all of the vault items that I've bought. But we'd literally be here for like hours. And I'm sure the ladies don't want to watch 6 hours of me, going on and on about how they're amazing they are. But listen, they probably could. So yeah, I've loved everything that they've ever released. I love the community they've fostered. It's just, like I said, it would be an absolute privilege to be a rep for the Black Needle Society. Okay, question number 5. How would I promote the boxes? Well, part 1 is obviously my Flosstube channel, unboxing the incredible boxes that they release. Not only that, but obviously including information in the description of every video, not just an unboxing, but regular Flosstube as well. Sharing information through my regular Flosstubes, as well as, cross-posting that to Instagram as well. Not only that, but a lot of the stuff that I use through my day-to-day stitching is things that I've obtained from the Black Needle Society. And I try to tag them as much as I can on Instagram, but, obviously being a rep would, I'd go above and beyond. Because like I said, being chosen, it's just, it would be incredible. So yeah, Instagram, Facebook, sure. YouTube, just sharing as much information as I can. Like I've purchased the boxes. I've shared when the boxes go on sale, because I know a couple of people have missed out previously, so I try to share the information so people can actually jump on board, and you know, maybe get to experience a Stars Hollow retreat or a Frogwatch retreat. So you know, I just try to share as much information I can as in every which way I can. All right, question 6. How did I hear about the Black Needle Society? So this question has a couple of little answers. So originally I'd heard about Black Needle Society through Athena, Stitching Goddess Designs. I heard about it, Black Needle Society, through one of her videos. And then I stumbled across Mary Ashcraft. I think she was doing an unboxing. I can't remember which one off the top of my head, but I saw it and I'm like, I need everything in that box. And the thing that got me hooked onto the Stars Hollow retreat was actually Morgan Honeybee Stitcher. She did her unboxing of the Autumn in Stars Hollow, and I was just so shattered I'd missed out originally, but jumped on for Summer in Stars Hollow as quick as that, like as soon as that came out. And then finally, I've heard only amazing things from Chloe. So Chloe from Fortunate Flossies, she's actually a brand rep for the Black Needle Society. Chloe's amazing. Chloe shares so much information. So, you know, any questions I had about the Frogwatch retreat, she answered. And I hope to do that for someone else in the future. Okay, question 7. What is your favorite stitching accessory? So I have a few, but my number one favorite at the moment, and I've got examples to share for the next few questions, is a project bag. I currently have this really weird obsession with project bags. I need to have one for each and every project. I see a new fabric and I need to make a project bag. It just contains a whole project, obviously by the name. This one here is the Summer in Stars Hollow project bag that came in the box. In here is Summer in Stars Hollow. And like in here is the project in a Q-snap. It's got all of my my regular DMC, all of my hand-dyed. It's got the chart. It's got my project keeper. It's just like I could literally just pick this up and take it with me wherever I want to go. So my favorite stitching accessory is a project bag. I think this will be my, like, these project bags will be my favorite for quite a while. I have a little bit of anxiety and everything needs to be contained. Otherwise my craft room would be an absolute mess, which Ross probably already thinks is, but it's less of a mess because things are in amazing bags. I also have another example of how I use the project bags. Now, this incredible bag was the Frogwatch Year 3 bag. In here is all of my charts. So charts that haven't been kitted up, I keep in here so they're, you know, nice and protected and I know where they are so I don't lose them. So yeah, project bags. Okay, question 8 is what non-stitchy items do you have close at hand while stitching? So I have a couple. The first is generally a tumbler of water. This one was one of the Camp Black Needle Words, Liz. It was an item from the Camp Black Needle box. It's got my water in it. And I love it because it's got a lid. So I generally have a couple of tumblers around me. Something that I've been using a lot recently is my Honeydukes tray. This came in the Frogwarts Year 3 box. This normally sits next to me on the couch if I have like a snack. Because, you know, it will contain everything. So this is another thing I've been using. And then probably the last thing, and I use this every single day, is a yearly diary. So this is my 2022 one. And I actually write down all of my stitches for the day. The only reason I have this diary is because I missed out on getting a Black Needle Society stitching journal last year, but I've already ordered it for next year. So quickest purchase I've ever made. Now I don't need to worry about a journal for next year. All right, question 9. Now I've got a few things because I couldn't just pick one. So question 9 is, what is your favorite item you've seen from a Black Needle Society box? Like, how do I pick one? It's too hard. One of my favorite things, and I have here, and I just realized I need to put something behind it. This will have to do, is the fabric measurement card that came in the, I think it was the steampunk box. I got it from the vault. So it's a fabric measurement card. And this has been a lifesaver because some things that are marked 18 count are not 18 count. So instead of me sitting there with a ruler, I can just whack this on the fabric and, you know, it tells me what it is. So I absolutely love that. So that's something I purchased from the vault. It was in a box, but, you know, still counts. I'm trying to think which one to show next. I'll show you this one because this one was technically a box. I mean, I bought one of the spare boxes through the vault. There weren't many of them, but this is the blanket from the Black Needle Society physical retreat. So Camp Black Needle. And it says small stitching. That you haven't seen this. This will be coming in my next Flosstube, but I'll show you the whole thing. It's incredible, and it is so soft and cozy, and I absolutely love it. So technically it's a box item, but I got it through the box in the vault. And the last thing I'm going to share is technically 3 things. They're from a series, but they're a box. So these are the mugs from the Frogwarts boxes. So this is year 1, and Katie does the artwork. Now, these are exclusively not for drinking. These are for display on the shelf behind me. So like just here where the Mina Lima Harry Potter books are, there's a shelf there, and these sit on display because they're too pretty to use. This was year 2. And then this is year 3. And like Katie did the artwork, and the artwork's absolutely incredible. And they're like my whole hand fits in there. They're big mugs. Yeah. So I couldn't just pick one. They're my absolute favorite things that have come out of the box. Like, I love absolutely everything that's been included in the boxes. But since I had to pick, I had to narrow it down. So yeah, they're probably my favorite items. And the last question is, what vendor are you dying for us to include? So this took me ages because I'm like, everyone that I love or that I'd want the Black Needle Society to include, they've already included. Like, one of the things that I wanted to see was Forbidden Fiber Co. Forbidden Fiber Co. Floss. This was included in the Camp Black Needle box that I got. However, they have previously had Forbidden Fiber Co. Floss. One of the other things I wanted was the Witchy Stitcher, which this was included in a box. So there was that one. Then there was Autumn Lane Stitchery, which has also been included in a box. And then I was thinking long and hard about who I absolutely wanted in there. And the next thing that came to list was Adam Hart. So Adam Hart does the incredible thread drops, thread chips, thread hearts. I have some of the thread chips and they're incredible. I love them. So that would have been my number one pick. However, they're going to be included in the Nice List box, which I have also ordered. So I was sitting there thinking, like, who have they not included? I literally scrolled the whole of the Black Needle Society's history to try and find someone, and I found one that I don't think that they have collaborated with. And that is Lola Crow Cross Stitch. I obviously love stitching spooky things if you've seen my floss tubes before. And I love a lot of the Lola Crow cross stitch patterns. I'm obviously stitching the Haunted Library at the moment. I do have a couple of other ones that I have bought that I have not started yet. So yeah, if I absolutely had to choose from someone that has never been included or will not be included that has been announced, is probably Lola Crow cross stitch. But otherwise, like, everyone else that I love has been included. So yeah, it took me a while to get there and try to find out who I wanted to include, or who I wanted the Black Needle Society to include. Okay, that's it for the questions. I just have thoughts. Like I've mentioned throughout this whole video, I love the Black Needle Society. I love everything that they've released. You know, all of their boxes, it literally takes everything in my willpower not to order from the vault like every month. Or every release that they do. But you know, shipping to Australia is not a fun time. I'm just trying to think what else. No, I think that's it. To the ladies at the Black Needle Society, or to whoever is watching this, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for getting through this. I do appreciate you indulging me with this video. Yeah, like I said, it would be an absolute privilege and an honor to be chosen to be a brand rep. So yeah, I think that's all I've got. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. To the Black Needle Society, thank you so much for your consideration. Yeah, I'm gonna sign off. It'd be awkward to say do the YouTubey thing, so if you want to do it, do it. But thanks. Bye.